Thorn woke up to the sound of loud music booming from the other room. The black-haired Goth was quite groggily still. As she got out of bed, she pushed her mother's Wicca book that had fallen asleep with her to the side. She had gotten halfway around for the book now, and was finding it quite interesting. The Goth quickly changed out of her gray pajama pants and blue pajama shirt into a purple t-shirt and blue jeans, as she left the salmon-colored walls of her bedroom. "What is that going on?" Thorn asked, as her tone coming off as more disoriented than frustrated. "Sorry, we knew you had to get up in 10 minutes anyway," Dusk apologized, as she turned the volume down on the record player down. "Luna and I were talking about what song we might want to cover, so I'm playing her a song." Thorn didn't respond for a moment, so she could listen to the song. As the song went on, Thorn recognized the lyrics. "Oh, I know this song. It's A Forest by The Cure," Thorn remembered. "I really like this song." "Yeah, it's wicked," Dusk nodded. "I hear her voice and start to run into the trees." Robert Smith's voice came from the record player. "That reminds me of our little run-in with Sarah Ravencroft last year," Luna observed. "Yeah, I'd like to cover this," Thorn agreed. "Although I was thinking of doing a Swirsky and the Banshees cover." "You don't want to do A Forest?" Dusk inquired. "There's nothing saying we can't do both," Luna pointed out. "We just have to put 2 spots left open on our CDs, and Gus said we would have thought it would be a good idea." "Fair point," Dusk acknowledged. "What Swirsky song are you thinking of?" "Maybe we could do Cry, since it would fit the environmental theme Gus wanted us to go with," Luna butted in. "I think Green Fingers would also fit," Dusk suggested. "That song kinda weirds me out a little," Luna admitted. "It isn't about a woman being burned in her garden. I've always loved the fear of the unknown personality," Thorn suggested. "Oh, that's such a good one," Dusk exclaimed. "But I like Cry too." "So we've decided to cover A Forest, but debating between Fear of the Unknown and Cry. Is that right?" Luna reclapped. "Yeah, Gus will be happy that we figure out what song to cover," Dusk guessed. "Now all we gotta do is just to agree on the Asowsk song, and then we got ourselves a track list for our first album." "That's the wrong medicine, young lady," an angry woman exclaimed. "Oh," Thorn said, blushing as she looked at the label. She was currently filling an order and realized she accidentally picked up Mr. Nelson's pills instead of Miss Nelson's. "You're right, I'm sorry about that. Young people today are so clumsy," Miss Nelson muttered, as Thorn went back to grabbing her correct prescription. "Here you go, man. I am really sorry about the mix-up." Thorn handed her the correct pills. "Do you have any questions for the pharmacist about your medication?" "Thankfully I don't. I doubt you could give me the correct answer anyway," Miss Nelson sneered, as she slapped the $20 bill on the counter and grabbed the medication. Thorn let out a stressed sigh as Miss Nelson left the pharmacy, slamming the door behind her. Noticing Thorn's frustration, Robert then walked over to his daughter to comfort her. "Oh, I'm so stupid," Thorn sighed. "I almost gave that woman the wrong pills, and now she hates me." "Don't be upset with yourself, Thorn," Robert reassured. "Miss Nelson's always in that slurry mood. It's nothing wrong to do with you." "I could have hurt her if she would have taken the wrong pills, though," Thorn whimpered. "That's definitely not something you should need to watch closer." Robert then looked troubled. "That's why we ask the customers to read the labels to ensure it's the correct medication before they pay. You just have to remember to ask them to do that." "She didn't really give me the chance, though. She pondered on me before I could even ask for any questions," Thorn informed. "That definitely sounds like Miss Nelson," Robert chuckled. "Don't be so hard on yourself, Sally." "Yeah, I guess you're right," Thorn nodded, although not fully believing it. The Goth took a look up at the clock and it was a minute past noon. "Geez, it's already noon. I've got to go pick up Luna. We've got a meeting with Gus today at 2. Oh, you do? Good luck with your meeting. I'm so proud of you for following your dreams, sweetie. Robert beamed. I love you, Daddy, Thorn responded warmly, as she put on a red sweatshirt that she had set by her workstation. Love you too, honey. Have a good day, Robert said, as Thorn headed out of the door. Thorn was just parking the car at Jack's after picking up Luna. Around half of the leaves had fallen from the trees now. Some of the remaining leaves were pretty shades of yellow and red, but others turned a bit drab, wilted brown. Oh, look who's here! Thorn then pointed at Bridget's red convertible, parked right behind the soccer mom van. Nia and Bridget and Sam would occasionally hang out at Jack's for lunch, which the girls, but not more than once a week. Oh yeah, Luna acknowledged. Maybe they'll want us to give us another Wicca lesson. That would be great, Thorn admitted, as she opened the door and held to Jack's open for Luna. It's been really fun learning more about Wicca. I've already read half of the book my mom gave me. You have? Nia exclaimed, apparently overhearing her. Do you really want to talk more about Wicca? Bridget asked eagerly. Sure, Thorn laughed. We're just talking about that actually. Oh, great, Bridget exclaimed. We don't really talk about Wicca with that many people, so it's always nice to get to talk about it. I can't remember what I talked about last time, though. I think you were talking about the grounding and centering, Thorn reminded. Oh yeah, so to recap, grounding is a way to connect with your personal energy to Earth's. To ground yourself, find the most comfortable position you can, then place the palms face down and on the ground, and take several deep breaths. Once you do that, if you need energy, visualize the energy flowing up around Earth and coursing through your body, Bridget explained. On the other hand, if you're feeling generous and want to give the Earth some of your energy, imagine the opposite. Visualize the energy flowing from your body into the deep Earth, Nia added. How long should you do that? Thorn asked. However long you need, Sam clarified. People visualize in different ways. Some people imagine themselves a tree getting or giving energy to Earth. Others just imagine the energy coursing through their bodies, so there is no wrong way to do it, Bridget pointed out. You might also want to center your energy. To do that, you sit in a comfortable position and focus all on your emotional and physical and mental energy on the center of your body, Nia explained. Where's the center? Thorn asked. It's in different places for everyone, Bridget explained. To find it, you have to picture something or someone you really love, and whenever you feel that warm, fuzzy feeling, that's where your center is. Oh wow, Thorn exclaimed. I didn't realize Wicca focused so much on meditation. I've never really meditated much before, so hopefully I won't do it wrong or something. There is no wrong way to meditate, Sam informed. You can either concentrate on one thing or be mindful of all the thoughts and feelings you have. It's just whatever works best for you. If you ever get distracted while meditating, that's okay too. Just redirect your mind back to focusing on meditation. If you notice that you're doing that, Bridget added. One way to calm yourself if you're really having trouble is to relax and each muscle in your body is one by one, Nia suggested. That sounds like such an amazing way to get rid of stress, Thorn excitedly responded. I can't wait to try it. Yeah, anxiety sends off the negativity energy in the world, which is never good, Sam stated. Should we ask more about the rituals? Bridget inquired. Sure, Nia shrugged. Rituals are a combination of meditation, music, and prayer. It's a collective meditation to using your energy to create a shared feeling or communicate with something to gods, if you believe in them, Sam elaborated. If you don't believe in gods to practice Wicca, at least in your opinion, there is no wrong way to be Wiccan if you want to be, Bridget argued. From distance, Thorn could see Dusk walking over to their table, carrying a platter of 2 sandwiches and a thermo of coffee. Hey guys, you wanna... Dusk's heart leaped out of the thermos and the coffee toppled over, soaking one of their sandwiches. Damn it! I didn't know they served dammits here, Luna teased. I ordered a son of a bitch if you got any left, Thorn playfully added. Stop mocking me, Dusk growled. half playfully and half seriousness. Sorry, Thorn apologized. Your clumsiness is cute, though. No, it isn't, Dusk defended, as she brushed back towards the kitchen. Now I've got to remake this turkey sandwich now. Anyway, I'd love to do a ritual with you guys sometime, if you're open for it, Thorn offered. Oh my gosh, we'd love that, Bridget gleefully gasped. Awesome, just let me know whenever it works best for you, Thorn answered. I know I have the concert here at Jack's tonight, but do you have any plans tomorrow? Nia asked. It's a full moon, and people usually are getting their rituals of cycles of the moon. No, just work in the morning, Thorn stated. Perfect. Does it hard to come over after dinner at 7? Sam asked. We could start setting off the altar then, and decide what type of ritual we want to do. Wait, altar? Luna spoke up for the first time in the conversation. It just adds to the experience if you have stuff like candles and a prayer circle and stuff, Sam clarified. Yeah, 7 works. I'm really excited, Thorn exclaimed. Sounds interesting, Luna added. I'm so glad. I can't wait to do the ritual with you guys either, Bridget answered. As Dusk came from the back, she looked very hurried as she slipped on her blue jacket and headed for the girls' booth. We've got a meeting to get to with Gus, Dusk pointed at the time. Thorn was caught up in the conversation that she didn't notice it was already 1:32. Well, we'll see you girls tonight for the concert and tomorrow for the ritual, Nia said, maybe a little louder than she should have. A man in the red jacket and shirt, with 2 booths down, gave him a strange look, to which Thorn found unfortunate. Ritual? Dusk then also gave Thorn a strange look. Thorn and Luna would have certainly have to catch Dusk up on the car, to say the least. These are my groovy goths, Gus cheerfully opened as he shut the office door for the girls. Hello, Gus, Thorn said with a wave. Hi, Luna greeted. Hey, Dusk responded. So, first things first, what's the update on the album? Gus began. We picked up one for our covers, but we're still debating on another one, Dusk explained. We know we want to do a Sowski and the Banshees, and we're just not sure whatever to do. Fear of the Unknown, or Cry, Thorn further elaborated. Well, the original songs are both from the same album, so you can at least agree what type sounds you girls want the most, Gus chuckled. Personally, I think Cry fits more with the environment and aspects of your artistic image, but it's all mentally up to you. Dusk, you're a tiebreaker. Do you still not have the preference? Luna inquired. I think either works, Dusk shrugged. What's the other cover you've decided on? Gus questioned. We chose A Forest by The Cure, Thorn informed. Excellent voice. A piece of choices, Gus approved. It's one of my favorite songs from The Cure. Personally, that goes with the environmental theme as well. So then we should give cover Cry, so that way it goes to the environment theme too? Dusk asked. How about this? Gus hypothesized. Ignore the environmental theme. If you don't think about that, what song feels more acoustically like you? I like Fear of the Unknown better, Dusk acknowledged. Yeah, I do too, Luna added. I think although Cry is something we're passionate about, Fear of the Unknown is super relatable to all 3 of us. We all got worried about things that seem unfamiliar and scary to us, Thorn admitted it. Well, it sounds like you have your decision then, Gus smiled. Well, we do? Dusk asked in surprise. Yeah, I think we do, Thorn responded before Gus could. So we're putting more pressure on ourselves to fit the environmental theme that we forget about, that was so most meaningful to the art as artists. Do you remember when we used to dance to that song as a little kid, Dusk? Yeah, Dusk laughed, blushing a bit. I loved that song as a kid too. I always related to it, more than any other Suisk and Banshee song, Luna jumped in. Exactly, Gus added. Besides, there's nothing wrong saying you girls can't cover Cry on another album in the future. If you choose, it sounds like Fear of the Unknown feels more personal to you right now, which is quite more important when you're putting together an album, especially when it's your first. So that means, Dusk gasped. Gus finished Thorn's sentence before she could. You finished your choosing every song for your first album. Gus grinned with happiness and for the band. Oh my god, Thorn exclaimed. I can't believe it, Luna gasped. Oh, the work's far from over, though. You still gotta only record Hex Girl, so we'll need to record the other 11 tracks, Gus reminded. And then we do have a title for the album in mind? I think we're all just thinking of Hex Girl, Thorn shrugged, as the other two girls nodded in agreement. I quite like that. Simple but effective, Gus agreed. How long does recordings take? Luna inquired, redirecting back to the original subject. However long it needs to. Typically, we reserve the recording studio here for a number of days, and you girls just record your songs. The days don't have to be all in a row if you don't want them to be. If you're not satisfied with the way something comes out, then we record it again until you are, Gus explained. We could do that all in 1 week? Thorn inquired. Well, not everyone does it that way. There are plenty of artists who choose to spread it out, Gus informed. But if you girls are that motivated, we certainly can. Thorn then looked at Dusk and Luna for a moment. I'll say we go for it, Dusk suggested. Plus, it will make a great story of how we record our album in just a week. Yeah, when are you gonna have this opportunity again? Luna agreed. Excellent. We'll start recording tomorrow. Then speaking of which, I wanted to ask if you thought of music video for Hex Girl at all, Gus inquired. We have thought about it a little, Thorn admitted it. They were so caught up in the album speaking process that they hadn't stopped to seriously consider creating music videos. I think we should make one, though, Dusk urged, especially now with the songs getting so popular. My recommendation exactly, Gus agreed. Do you have any particular location or concept in mind? Well, Thorn laughed, because she thought the idea of hers was silly. 3 of us have talked about it and... Oh no, Thorn, you're not going to tell him that idea. Dusk looked a little embarrassed. You could tell me, Gus promised. It's your first time creating a music video, and I'm not going to laugh at you or anything silly like that. Well, Thorn stuttered, I was thinking it could take place at a record label building like this one. All 3 of us would act like we're not signed yet, and there would be a snotty producer who refused to listen to us or our music. So we'd, playfully mess him up a little bit, and then play our song, and then he'll love it. And at the end of the music video would be us getting signed. Thorn was blushing profusely when she finished explaining her idea. After the short pause, she continued speaking. We even know before this was signed, so it was just silly idea, but we don't have to use it or anything. Girls, Gus said, with a very serious look on his face, and stern look quickly turned into a flamboyantly excellent smile. I love it. Really? Thorn looked quite equally surprised and confused. Yes, it's a marvelous idea, Gus enthusiastically confirmed. It's like a metaphor for you to be shaking up the music industry with your different style of music. I can't believe it, you like it, Dusk gasped. Of course, I like it. It's a brilliant idea, Gus smiled. Now you girls don't have to say yes, but I had a recording session originally scheduled for tomorrow that got cancelled at the last minute. Given this, if you're open to it, I have time to help to start sending you girls up for your own record album tomorrow. We'll meet every day in the afternoon through next Thursday. Whoa, Dusk exclaimed in surprise. I mean, sure, but that was so quick. We have the album done, so we might as well start recording tomorrow while Gus has the time, Thorn said, looking at Luna to make sure she was alright with it too. Yeah, everything's happened so fast, so why shouldn't this be any different? The red-haired girl laughed. Are we gonna go to the music video next week too? We certainly can if you like, Gus offered. Perhaps next Thursday once your whole album's recorded. Thorn pondered for a moment before responding. I say we go for it. Yeah, and whatever band can say they record their whole album and music video in 1 week? I think that'd be wicked, Dusk replied. Fine with me, Luna agreed. How is your song doing in the charts, by the way? Thorn asked. Oh, I was saving the best for last, Gus smirked, motioning the girls to come over to his computer screen. Oh my god! Dusk then looked as she was going to faint when she saw the chat. Number 42? Foreign gasped. That's amazing. And it's been playing on the radio 1,143 times this week? How is that even possible? Luna said in awe. Now we have just to put it out in the music video ASAP, Dusk said with a significant amount of seriousness in her voice. So it's settled then, Gus concluded. If it works for you, it's a plan to meet at 9 in the morning tomorrow in my office, and I'll lead you to the recording studio. That sounds like fun, Thorne smiled. I'm glad you do so. Creating music should be fun, not just some sort of drudgery. Gus then gave in on insight. I could see I've already done past your time, and I have another meeting I need to be at soon. It was so wonderful to get to meet you girls again, and I can't wait for tomorrow. We can't wait either, Thorne responded. This was all happening so fast, Luna said as she shook her head in shock. It sure is, but I love it, Dusk replied. I can't believe it. By this time this week, we will not only have her record our entire first album, but have our first freaking music video. Upon arriving back at Jack's, the girls noticed Bridget, Sam, and Nia were still there, sitting on the same booth that were when Thorne, Dusk, and Luna left for their meeting with Gus. You guys never left? Dusk asked in surprise. Yeah, we just thought it was more convenient to stay here, Bridget shrugged. Of course the three biggest fans wouldn't even entertain missing a Hex Girls concert, but spending an entire day at Jack's just seemed like the concert seemed a bit much to a Thorne. Girls, you're back, Jack exclaimed as he came out of the kitchen. If you can spare Dusk, I need a little extra help tonight. The group's gonna here to celebrate their Sweet 16, so we've got extra customers to serve. Jack pointed out to a group of 10 people sitting together. Several peoples had just been pushed to accommodate them. Are you guys okay with setting up on your own? Dusk inquired. We should be fine, Luna answered. Okay, wonderful. I'll have her back to you by the time the show starts, Jack promised. With that, Dusk headed back to the kitchen with Jack, as Thorne and Luna were left to set up on their own. As they were becoming so used to setting up in Jack's that it wasn't a problem. Not at all to have their third member happen. But without a matter of minutes, they were able to set up their instruments. Luna even set up Dusk's instruments just in case she didn't make it back in time. Just as they were all set up, Dusk busted out back to her bandmates, sloppily hanging up her waitress outfit on a peg in the kitchen. Miss, a woman called out from the Sweet 16 people. You forgot to bring my daughter her free slice of birthday pie. Oh, shit, Dusk muttered, before raising her voice in a normal tone. I'll grab it in a minute, ma'am. Hurry, though, Dusk. We need to perform here in a few minutes, Luna pointed at the clock. It was now 5:27, 3 minutes before they were set to perform. Damn, Thorne, can you please help speed things up? Dusk asked. Sure, just tell me what you need me to do, Thorne said. Can you just grab that whipped cream out of the fridge and I cut the slice of pie? Dusk inquired. Once they headed back into the kitchen together. It's on the bottom shelf. Okay, Thorne said as she kneeled down on the floor and grabbed the whipped cream. Thanks, Thorne, Dusk appreciated, then grabbed the plate from the cupboard above Thorne's head. Unfortunately for her, Dusk lost her grip, causing the plate to tumble on the floor. Shit! Thorne exclaimed as she felt a burst of pain singe through her right hand, taking the whipped cream on her left hand. She looked down to see her other hand bleeding. She quickly discovered the source of it was the piece of plate Dusk dropped, which shattered right on her hand. Oh my gosh! Dusk shrieked. We need to take that piece out of your hand. Dusk's hands were shaking with terror as she pulled out the shard of the plate from Thorne's hand. Fuck, Thorne whimpered. Screw me and my clumsiness. Oh my god, what did I do? Dusk panicked. It's okay. Thorne's had a momentary sense of calm, as much as if she was so freaked out that her emotions were coming out of the opposite of how she felt inside. It's not bleeding that badly. It's just a cut that didn't go deep. Let's get out of the kitchen and talk to Jack. He'll know what to do. Yeah, he'll know what to do, Thorne repeated herself due to anxiety. It's fine, Thorne said, trying to remain calm. I can still play tonight, see? The black-haired goth picked up her guitar and tried to play a note, but the hand burned so much that she yelped in pain. Yelp! Thorn tried to keep herself from cussing as to not offend anyone. I can't. I don't think I could play tonight. Oh God, Luna said in shock. What happened to her? Jack rushed over with a concerned look on his face. Bridget, Nia, and Sam were quick to follow. I dropped the plate on Thorn's hand because I'm a frickin' moron, Dusk self-depreciated. It hurts too much to play, Thorn stammered. I'll make an announcement that the concert's canceled, Jack said. It's not worth risking hurting yourself anymore. No, I'm fine. It just hurts, Thorn stuttered. You two should still play tonight, Bridget recommended, still looking at Luna and Dusk. We could take her back to your apartment. Really? Luna asked. You don't have to do that for us, Dusk discussed. It's the least we can do to help out, Nia offered. Okay, Dusk agreed with a nod, as Thorn was handed the car keys back to the car. Thorn was sure to take off the keys to the apartment for herself. Are you okay to walk? Sam asked with a concerned voice. Yeah, Thorn confirmed. It's just a cut on my hand. I'm not losing a lot of blood or anything. We'll see you later, Nia waved, as she, Bridget, Sam, and Thorn began to leave Jack's. Enjoy the concert, Thorn said and awkwardly say. She had never missed her own band's concert before, so it felt a little weird for them to be performing without her. Get some rest, Dusk suggested. Maybe your hand will feel better in the morning. It won't be the same without you, Luna said. And with that, Thorn departed from Jack's with the 3 other girls, leaving her 2 bandmates behind.